Today's story is Japan ABCs, a book about the people and places of Japan. Konnichiwa, that means hello in Japanese. Japanese is located in Eastern Asia. It is a country of islands in the North Pacific Ocean. More than 126 million people live in Japan. It is ranked 9th in world population. This is how the Japanese write Japan. A is for art. The Japanese love nature, and you can see this in their art. They paint pictures, arrange flowers, and carve wood to honor nature. The pictures in this book look like Japanese woodblock art. B is for bullet train. Japan has one of the fastest kinds of trains in the world. The bullet train can go up to 186 miles per hour. People in Japan use cars, buses, bicycles, and regular trains, but when they want to go from town to town fast, they take the bullet train. C is for chopsticks. Children in Japan are usually eating with chopsticks by the time they are 3. They have special chopsticks that are small enough to fit their hands. Many Japanese eat with knives, forks, and spoons too. D is for diet. In Japan, the national diet is the group of people that helps rule the country. It is made up of the House of Councilors and the House of Representatives. Together, these two groups pass laws for the country. E is for emperor. Japan has had 125 emperors over 2,600 years of its history. The emperor no longer rules the country, but is important as symbol of Japanese unity. Japan has had both emperors and empresses. F is for flag. Japan is known as the land of the rising sun. Japan's flag shows the bright red sun at dawn. The sun flag was first displayed as a symbol of the nation in 1860. G is for geita. Long ago, Japanese farmers used to wear raised wooden clogs or geita in muddy fields. The farmers took off their geita when they come indoors. Today, people still take off their shoes when they enter a Japanese home. These days, geita come in different styles and are worn for special occasions. When people come indoors, they often put on sandals. Then they won't wear out the strong mats that often cover the floors. Special socks called tabi are made for geita and sandals. They have slits between the toes when the geita or sandal straps go. H is for Hanami. Each spring, the Japanese celebrate a special time called flower viewing or Hanami. Television and radio stations announce the best places to see the many blooming cherry trees. People picnic among the beautiful pink and white blossoms. The 3,000 cherry trees in Washington, D.C. were a gift to the United States from Japan in 1912. I is for islands. Japan is made up of 4 large islands plus 3,900 small ones. Most people live on the large islands. They live near the coast because mountain ranges run down the middle of each island. Some of the small islands are nothing more than rocks rising out of sea. J is for jinja. Jinja are places of worship or shrines. You can see jinja all over Japan. These shrines honor the many gods of Shinto, one of the main religions of Japan. The word Shinto means way of the gods. Followers of Shinto believe their gods will watch over living beings and natural features such as mountains and lakes. K is for kimono. A kimono is a traditional Japanese robe. Some Japanese people still wore beautiful, colorful kimonos for special occasions and festivals. Everyday kimonos are sometimes worn at home. Today, Japanese people usually wear clothing that would be very familiar to you. L is for lakes. The Japanese treasures for many lakes. Visitors love the Fuji 5 Lakes area around Mount Fuji. M is for Matsuri. Matsuri are festivals that take place for each year throughout Japan. These include New Year Festival, the most important holiday in Japan, Girls' Day, celebrated with the Doll Festival, Children's Day, celebrated with streamers shaped like fish. N is for no theater. No theater actors wear fantastic masks and colorful costumes sewn with silver and gold threads. This type of theater makes dance, drama, music, and poetry. O is for origami. Origami is a very old art of folding colorful paper into shapes such as frogs, birds, and fans. A bird called a crane is a favorite origami shape. The crane is the symbol of long life in Japan. Legend says that folding 1,000 cranes will make your wish come true. P is for peace. Peace is now the law in Japan. Much of Japan was destroyed in World War II. After the war in 1946, the Japanese government decided that the country will never go to war again. A girl named Sadako helped the people of Japan remember their wish for peace. Q is for Kwanz. The Kwanz is a flowering shrub grown throughout Japan. Each spring, its long, thin branches exploded with pink, white, and red blossoms. Kwanz and other shrubs or trees cover much of the land of Japan. That makes forestry an important industry. R is for rice. Rice is Japan's biggest and most important crop. Rice is eaten so often that Japanese use the same word for cooked rice and meal. Rice is served with fish, vegetables, and meat. S is for sumo. Sumo wrestling is the national sport in Japan. Two sumo wrestlers slam each other, trying to knock each other in a ring. People in Japan have been sumo wrestling for over 1,500 years. Professional sumo is for men, but some girls and women sumo wrestling for sport and play. T is for Tokyo. Tokyo is the capital of Japan and the largest city in the world. The city of Tokyo has been rebuilt twice. The first time was after a huge earthquake in 1923. The second time was in the 1940s after the city was bombed during World War II. U is for uniforms. Students wear uniforms in most Japanese schools. All Japanese children may attend school through 9th grade. V is for volcano. Japan has about 190 volcanoes. Many of them are still active or live. This means they can erupt at any time. Snow-capped Mount Fuji is Japan's most famous volcano and highest peak. It is a live volcano, but it has no erupted since 1707. W is for dolls. Koshi dolls are made of wood. They usually had round heads and no arms, and they are painted in bright colors. Koshi came in many styles and sizes. X is for exports. All around the world, people drive Japanese cars and trucks. Japan also exports ships, computers, electronics, steels, tires, and textiles. It sells pottery and pearls, as well as fish, tea, and items made of bamboo. Y is for yen. Japan's unit of money is the yen. Japanese money comes in both coins and bills. Z is for Zen Buddhism. Zen Buddhism is one of the main religions in Japan. Followers Zen study the teaching of holy man Buddha. Beautiful Zen Buddhist temples are seen in many Japanese cities and towns. Zen is one of the many Buddhist groups. The end.